Welcome to the Guitar Arrangers Podcast, the greatest guitar arrangers podcast in the history of the universe.
Welcome. All right. We have another review episode for you today. Review episodes when we give opinions that nobody asked for, but they're entirely valid and should be taken very seriously. Today, we are looking at James Bond main theme, the main theme song from the whole James Bond franchise. So a lot of the games had a lot of the movies and games had individual songs as well that were prominently featured, but the one main theme is featured throughout. So I bet you are wondering how we are going to rate these performances today.
On a scale of sevens.
Yeah, I was thinking that. So I looked into the lore, so to speak, a little bit more, and the 00 agent ranking system does not seem to matter. So there's no superiority if you're a 002 or 008, which there were in the movies. There were other agents. So the specific number is not really important. So I was thinking we could do 001 to 007 or something. But I was thinking instead we could just do a hard pass fail. Today is agent assessment day, and 00, the 00 rating is your license to kill. So we're giving out licenses to kill today. So first one to earn a license to kill is 001, and we can just go from there. And if you don't get a license to kill, then I don't know, you're going back to paperwork at the main office until, I don't know, next try.
So each video will be licensed or unlicensed.
Yes.
Yeah, coincidentally, this is the same format we're using for all of our fishing reviews.
Oh my god, I wonder if we could do like Bass Pro Fisher in a future one.
Yeah, sponsor us, Bass Pro. We're trying to get some new equipment, for the summer. So we're doing so really every video is just going to be licensed or unlicensed. That's going to be that's such a thin margin. In the past, we kind of have leeway for everybody, but this is like you're either in the club or you're out.
Yeah, and I think if we ended the day and everyone had a license to kill or everyone didn't have a license to kill, I don't think it would be the end of the world. What we could say, I have narrowed these down to the cream of the crop. So if you're in this episode, you're already one of the best James Bond arrangers ever to exist.
Yeah,
so
your application to kill has been received.
Yes, exactly. You've already made it through many rounds just to get to this episode. So we've got absolutely no amateur hour James Bond arrangements coming at you. So these people are all on the verge of deserving a license to kill.
Whoa, it's so serious now. The stakes are so high.
It's very high, but it has to be done. All right, getting into it. Here we go. So the first one says from Mexico, Ricardo César. I already liked and subscribed to this one. Fingerstyle guitar cover of James Bond's main theme, performed and arranged by Ricardo César. And yeah, the song itself was written by Monty Norman. Should we get right into it? All right, let's check it out.
Yeah, let's get into it. Wow, he's twisting the tuning pegs.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy, to be honest with you.
That rhythm is tricky too.
Ooh, that works well. Okay, so this is definitely very different.
He's got some sort of backing track going with it as well.
I can't tell what that is.
Okay, that doesn't even need a contest. That is definitely licensed to kill. That is insane. Yeah, and the candyrat stuff, I mean, it's kind of funny because the candyrat stuff can get very similar, but he really did like the specific rhythm that was in it, and he kind of like held it throughout. So yeah. This guy's not messing around. This guy must be a really big James Bond fan.
I think this guy was top of the academy when he got sent through to
he is the James Bond
to finals night. Yeah, this guy might be 007. I don't know. We'll see.
He's a James Bond of the guitar.
The tuning peg trick is one of the coolest sounds if you can get it to work well. I've even seen it's pretty common with bass players that they even have like a specific tuning peg mechanism that does like half steps for you.
Locks or unlocks.
Yeah. Which is like super cool. I never seen that on a guitar before though. But he was just doing it manually, which is like super hard.
I have seen it before by I can't remember the name of the person that was playing the guitar. Is some pretty famous YouTube acoustic guitarist, and they were playing that famous saxophone song. You know that famous saxophone song, the one that's like
Paul Mangione.
I think so. Maybe it is.
The Canadian national anthem from South Park.
No, the one that's like
or is it no, that's not. Man, and there was a video where the guy would like go around and play that at the mall and stuff. Sexy Sax Man.
That could be our next YouTube skit. Go out and play guitar arrangements for people out in the malls.
Arrangements of that specific song.
It could be, or it could be the James Bond theme. But I only bring up this song to say that I saw somebody do that same tuning peg trick with that song. And of course, different guitarists do that in different songs, like Roland Dien's version of Night in Tunisia from his Night and Day album /book. I can't think of anybody else off the top of my head that uses that tuning peg trick, but it's definitely different to use that in the melody. I think as an effect, it's one thing, but in the melody, it's like a lot trickier. Yeah,
like this was very accurate and like used it to replace a specific line, not just like one little effect.
Now, whether or not it's one takeable, I would like to see that. Yeah,
that was kind of what I was thinking. The world of YouTube guitar arrangements is there's a lot of stuff that's not necessarily one takeable, but it was very effective, very awesome. And I don't know, I mean, this guy's skills are really good, so why not? I'm sure he can do it.
Well, he's absolutely licensed to kill. But yeah, it does make me wonder, because you'd think that if you mess with that tuning peg enough, that the tuning would become unstable, and then it would kind of throw off the rest of the song. But if you didn't one take it and you chopped it up, you could just record the normal part and then record the the twisting the tuning pegs part, and then record the part after that, and check your tuning between each take, and then sort of stitch them all together in post.
That's true. It's often like returning to the correct pitch that's actually the hardest part of that. I did have to do this in one piece that I had learned, and I don't know, like getting it back to where I needed it was harder, like than getting it to go. Like leaving standard was easier, but kind of returning might be a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, and we still have yet to review the background for all of our listening only audience members. Tony, we gotta let all the people know what's going on in the background. This guy loves to read.
Oh my god! Actually, it looks like there's a classical guitar behind him, but it is so dark I cannot see it.
But I actually like his background more than a lot of the other guitar videos we watch. So I don't know, something about like empty shelves and like the same color and stuff. Just like I'm like, oh, you could have put a little something on there and made it look nice. I like how it looks. I like how this video looks.
All in all, License to Kill, everything about it's great. Great job. Let's check out another one.
Absolutely.
All right, so here, like and subscribe again. All right, so here we have Soren Madsen playing his arrangement.
Yeah, and now the visuals on this.
Yeah, a little bit better.
He's got a martini glass to the side with the olives, and
wearing
he's
tuxedo.
In a suit. Yeah,
tuxedo, full on. This guy did not take 00 assessment day lightly. He came fully prepared. He wants a license to kill. He gets major points for the professionalism right away. Like we definitely have to consider that for
the lighting
status.
concept. The lighting concept is interesting. How he's just got the one light off to the side, and the rest of everything is not lit around him, and therefore it's kind of like a black backdrop. It's pretty cool.
This one looks really nice. It's
pretty good use of the lighting.
James Bond like lounge vibes,
Yeah.
Right.
He's definitely going for that.
Let's check this one out.
He's got his guitar is armed to kill. He's got the tuner up there. He's got the capo up there.
He's ready for all field situations,
I've never seen a more accessorized guitar. Combine all of that with the A-frame sort of guitar support stand he's using.
Now, the main trouble with this piece has got to be that bass line. And he's playing it very clearly. Oh, cool.
Oh, walking bass line.
So it went from the hard rhythmic bass line to now a complicated walking bass line. Doing the PIP. Yeah. Oh, flush the Dio again.
Very fancy.
Well, I'll just say right away that I think this one also needs to be licensed to kill. This guy came prepared. and it was really classy. Like the first one was super interesting. This one was just like very classy. Really gave me that James Bond lounge vibes, you know?
They were so different
Very.
too. Yeah, I was just like so surprised by how much different the song could sound, you know, when somebody else arranges it so well, just in a totally different direction. It just goes to show how diverse even just, you know, fingerstyle acoustic guitar arranging could be. Something you think is so niche. You know, this one's just totally different. It's like you know, how they get different actors to come in and play James Bond. You know, the old one retires and the new one, you know, steps in. This is like seeing all the different James Bonds, you know, facing off, and they're both just so good that they're all at a draw, you know, with each other.
Yeah, that's funny. That was like the other thing I was thinking we should do for this episode is like say which James Bond each person would be, but I was like,
I haven't seen enough James Bond for that.
This is too complicated. Yeah, there's so many of them. Like I've probably seen like 10 of them, but it's not all of them. They used to play like a marathon of them all on Thanksgiving, like Thanksgiving week or something. I don't know why I remember this, but there would always be a James Bond marathon where they would play every movie in order. And there would always be a Simpsons marathon of every Simpsons episode in order. And I just like go back and forth on the channels, like watching James Bond and the Simpsons. So
yeah, that's
there
cool.
you go. There's
cool.
a million of them. There really are.
They're classics. They're classics on TV all the time.
All right. So congratulations, 002.
Agent 002.
I don't know. Your like fancy pen that kills people will come to your, you know, will be sent in the mail. Expect that in the next 3 to 5 days.
We're sending everybody gadget pens. What kind of a budget does this show have?
We're backed by MI6. Oh, who's the main?
Don't tell your friends.
Who's the main lady's name? Like Q or something?
We can't say we're backed by Q because YouTube will take us down.
No.
We're an alt-right conspiracy.
Oops.
Just like how Archer had to change their character's name away from, it couldn't be ISIS anymore because then ISIS became like a real thing.
I saw ISIS hair salon in Los Angeles like not too long ago, like over the summer.
Yeah,
anyway.
I mean it's not an uncommon name.
All right. So next up we got KellyValleau. Give me an attempt.
Now you're doing a Spanish. You're doing a Spanish accent for KellyValleau.
Valleau. I don't know. I mean, it looks French or something.
It does. It looks more French than Spanish.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know what the rules are on any of these letter combinations, so I'm sorry. But
yeah, Tony got fired from his interpreter job recently.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, you see, they've got the KV for KellyValleau though on their guitar.
No way, is that what that is? Yeah. This is a much faster tempo.
Yeah, this one's busy.
They're playing the bass line with the thumb the whole time, like it's a guitar pick.
Yeah, they've got all these pads on the face of their guitar.
Lots of protection. Looks like a very expensive guitar.
Yeah, I wonder if we're about to see some candyrat stuff.
There you go.
Yeah, that's where the white pad is where they're hitting it with their wrist.
That's cool. I wonder if that's to change the tone or just protect the guitar. And maybe the thing, there's like another black piece of plastic or something by the thumb, like on the sound hole. Also for percussion, it looks like.
Interesting. It's almost like they're playing the string back and forth with their thumb.
Yeah, like straight up guitar pick style. Oh man, that last chord, so cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, I haven't seen one yet that's like, this one does not deserve a license.
No, I mean, we only brought the absolute best to, agent certification day. So, I think this is going to be another license to kill from me.
Yeah, same.
Oh, that was 003.
Yeah, with a custom guitar like that, how could you fail? I mean, it's got their own initials engraved into it. One of these days, I will be, good enough of a guitarist where I have, a guitar with my own initials custom engraved into it. Whew.
That's the dream, A lot of really cool stuff going on with this one. There's a lot of like gadgets going on here or something with the guitar itself. Like we got a pad for the wrist. We got another thing to hit your thumb against for percussion. It looks like there's a microphone installed inside of the sound hole, and then down on the I don't even know how
you say the left shoulder. You'd say
the left shoulder.
I don't know.
The downward facing
shoulder. Downward facing shoulder.
Yeah, has something on it. I actually have not.
Got another pad of some kind. They probably hit it with their finger pads.
Yeah. So all in all, this guitar has been souped up and is ready to slap.
Yeah, and consequently, this song cover also slaps.
I knew you were gonna say that. That's good. I set you up.
Thank you. I'll be here all week. All right. Well, this is really good. So far, we got 3 certified licensed agents. You can submit your paperwork to 007 Mystery Lane.
Yeah.
Vermont.
MI6 headquarters. Address it to Q when you send in your paperwork. They don't tell you is you get a license to kill, but every time you kill, it's a lot of paperwork. So that's kind of the...
Yeah, they need to make a new movie with James Bond just sitting there, like filling out paperwork. He's like, there's probably, I should have done that in a cleaner way. That I wouldn't have to be sitting here doing so much paperwork. I shouldn't have, just thrown grenades whimsically into a train in order to, distract my enemies and cause a huge commotion, cause this collateral death. And now I have this paperwork as a result.
Exactly. It's the things you learn like after you're, 1 or 2 missions deep. And that's actually why nobody plays James Bond for more than a couple of movies, is because, by like the 4th or 5th mission, they realize like, man, I should just not kill anybody. Keep this super mellow. I do not want to be doing paperwork. I'd rather just chill with all these babes in the cocktail lounge. Like, why am I killing people?
Yeah, James Bond 27. It's like just some guy just turns on a light when he wakes up, and James Bond is just standing over him. He says, "Hey, don't do that again." And then he disappears. That's it. He doesn't like beat him up or take him out or anything.
Yeah, it's boring over time. But anyway, don't let the future downsides of this job take away from this moment. Congratulations, License to Kill 003. Let's check out the next guitar arranger.
Oh my goodness, we've got another tuxedo guy.
They all
This guy's
came
gonna be hard to
prepared.
beat. Yeah.
They all came very prepared. So this is Gavin Libotte. Oh my gosh. Libotte. Libotte. Gavin Libotte.
I don't know. Usually, why not just say Gavin Libotte?
I mean,
I don't know.
it could be that. I think there were like 4 or 5 guesses there. One of those was probably right. My bad. Hey, free tab available too. So if you like what you hear, be sure to check out Gavin's YouTube channel, which will be linked below. And you can play this yourself. Dedicated to Sean Connery. So we're doing Sean Connery era James Bond.
Oh, wow.
So Gavin came prepared. He's
a big fan.
this very seriously, which is good. Another tuxedo, second tuxedo of the day. I really like the hair is pulled back too. It looks super classy. Not like these rock and roll kids and their wild hair going all over the place. Whatever that means.
The wild kid and their hair going all over the place. That's the same problem that Tony has over there.
That's right.
Every time he rolls down the car window, he's like, I wish I could put my hair up.
Yeah. You know, I used to party that hard, but that's soft in old age. All right, Gavin, let's see what you brought. Again, we have the thumb up and down technique. That seems to be the most popular technique for the thumb. Only one person did something different so far.
Man, he was very consistent with that thumb.
Very nice. So he played that last chord lower than everybody else. It's interesting like when it goes into that sort of jazzy place, he kind of like did a little bit of both things that I saw like the previous people doing. Like he kind of had that walking bass jazz groove thing going for a little bit, but then he changed directions and went like a little bit more rhythmic with it. It's pretty cool though. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, it was interesting. Man, it's so hard to remember the differences between all the different versions as we get deeper into it. But I feel like this one uses a lot more open strings too. I don't know. Something about this one seemed like it was like a lot more accessible and maybe a little easier. And I think that is, better. That means that, in a way, at least, it means that the arrangement is like very, very successful. So kind of some extra credit is due for making a good arrangement, a good accessible arrangement other people can look at and use.
Yeah, that's true. definitely out of all of them today, that's definitely the one that's like most likely for someone else to want to play. And also it's free. So come get your score.
Yeah, and I mean, if you were to if you had this sheet music, but you wanted something that was more percussion filled, you could add that percussion pretty easily yourself if you're good at that style. But I think I would have a very hard time figuring out how to make my own arrangement from buying the candyrat version and then trying to make a regular version off of that. So, if it was a choice between which one I'd buy, it would probably be this one.
Yeah, this one or the second one. I mean, I'm saying that, but I play classical guitar, so I'm like, oh yeah, the two that played it on classical guitar, I'd buy those.
Yeah.
So
right.
I don't know. Ignore me on that opinion. I feel like this one definitely cut out a little bit more of some of the like other extra instruments that you hear in the theme. Like there were definitely more melodies going on in some of the other ones, but all in all, I think it was very good, very accessible arrangement. So I'm still gonna give this a license to kill.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna go the same route. This man, watch out for this man. He could strike at any moment.
And I mean, really, if you wear a tuxedo, you're basically set. Like
automatic, you're in.
Yeah, and the lighting is really cool again. Like all black, just tuxedo and the guitar. Another like super lounge, heavy arrangement. Very nice. Good. All right, let's keep going through these. All right, so here we have Marcos Kaiser. It looks like, what is this? Portuguese? Like I see comments and I should never talk about languages because I'm always wrong. But it looks like the description's in Portuguese or any other language that uses the Latin alphabet, and I'm completely wrong. My bad.
Somebody said in the comments, the man with the golden guitar. So maybe he's going to have a golden guitar in this video.
Or is it golden when he plays it?
We're about to find out.
Let's find out. All right.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely golden. This is the first capo of the day. Now, I really like what he's doing with this rhythm. He got rid of that thumb bass line thing that everyone's doing, like a guitar pick, and he's doing raschiatos with his I and M fingers, playing the same rhythm but like as a chord.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting flamenco vibes.
Yeah.
And we have the same capo.
I really like that right hand rhythm on this main part. Played the chord down low again.
Yeah, this guy was really getting into it too. Like, I don't know. It just had a different kind of energy about it as compared to some of the other ones that were more controlled. Like, I hate to say, he was like the most expressive at playing a movie theme, but I do think that this one was the most expressive in a way.
Yeah, I guess talking about solving arranging solutions. So like the last one we said he found a really practical way to make the piece not overly difficult. And I think that this guy had a lot of success in taking something that is super not characteristic of fingerstyle guitar rep, which is playing the same note over and over again, like bump ba dum bump 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 ba dum. Like that's doing that with the thumb is super not common. Like that basically never shows up in classical repertoire or something, fingerstyle guitar. Either it's people using a thumb pick doing stuff like that, people using a guitar pick doing stuff like that. But he just completely was like, let's just get rid of that and do it as a raschiato. And I thought that was super effective. So I don't know. I really enjoyed this one.
Absolutely. You know, and it almost gives me classical guitarists will hate on this, but it almost gives me Concerto de Aranjuez vibes, you know, like that first movement when they're doing the rasguiatos, because it's got the intermittent, you know, sort of rasguiatos throughout the eighth notes and stuff. And a lot of people play that, you know, splitting it up between like strumming with different fingers and alternating between them rather than strumming with the same finger, like their thumb, up and down over and over again so that they can do it faster. And I just think it sounds like he has a lot of control over that rhythm as a result of making it a technique that he can do very reliably.
Definitely.
So yeah, this is, again, it's just like in a whole world of its own. It's like a whole flamenco version of this song that really works really, really well. It's really good.
100%. I mean, if I didn't say it, yeah, definitely Licensed to Kill.
Licensed to Kill.
And yeah, this is the first capo of the day, so I don't know, maybe this is the original key actually. I mean, we didn't actually compare any of them. Everybody else did it appearing in just normal standard, I think, but this one seems to be up a half step. And yeah, I would say personally maybe my favorite arrangement of the day, but probably the least James Bond video of the day.
He's the man with the golden guitar.
That's true. I mean,
now he's
you're lucky your arrangement was so good because he showed up to agent certification day with no tuxedo, just in a t-shirt and jeans. I mean, seriously,
this guy had a t-shirt.
Do you even want this job? He was lucky too. You gotta have a killer arrangement if you want to get this job without a tuxedo. Yeah. That's all I'm saying.
Well, come on, Tony. At this agency, we only care about results. We don't care about how it looks.
That's true. I mean, I guess that's true since we're just letting our agents kill whenever they feel it necessary. So yeah. And I don't know, maybe he's under the impression that like we're supposed to provide the tuxedo. A tuxedo will come in the mail with your exploding gadget pen, all right?
But, yes, and your 005 badge.
Yeah. Make us look good out there in the field, please.
Yes. Thank you, Agent 005. Another good guitar arrangement.
Very nice. All right. Let's keep it going. All right. So we have Nia Keranova. I ruined it. She had a perfect 1, 2, 3 likes, and we just made it 1, 2, 4.
Curse you! Now it's expanding exponentially.
Yeah, I noticed that. I was like, well, I guess that's still like a pattern. So there you go. All right. So let's check it out. Okay. She arranged this. I arranged and recorded the signature theme of the James Bond films, composed by Monty Norman. All right. And looks like she's offering lessons. So if you're interested in learning how to play like this, then come to this YouTube video. All right, here we go. Finally, a thumb pick.
And she's got the suit too. She's dressed to kill.
Oh, interesting. So she did the fast thing that I've been saying, the bass part on the middle strings with I and M finger. So that thumb is just doing the bass. I was expecting the first thumb pick of the day to use it like a guitar pick. Jun, 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 jun.
Yeah, and in those pictures behind her, you know, who knew that James Bond had moves like that?
Also, this one looks to be one take more than the other ones. The only one without camera angle changes that I've seen so far.
I like the control that she has with the different voices. It's really good. It's a lot. It's a lot higher than some of the other ones.
Yeah, she played the chord up high. I like that one better than the first position one that everyone's been doing.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff, and her guitar is also gadgeted up between that secret tuner up there.
That's where I keep mine.
Really?
Yeah.
You're crazy. That's a crazy place to keep your tuner. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, but somehow it matters to me.
Yeah, this one was really cool. Thank you for coming prepared with the tuxedo. We greatly appreciate that. It really shows that you care.
Yeah, I don't know enough about you know, the old genre of rock music to know all those people and the pictures behind her. I wish I did. I'm like,
okay,
who are all those
so
people?
I see but right behind her left hand, that's the guy from what is the funny, oh my god, Spinal Tap. Oh my gosh. No, that's from that scene in Spinal Tap where the guy's like, oh, I wrote the saddest song on piano. Like, it's so funny. It's from the interview scene. We still haven't decided what's being censored out of this podcast, but I feel like creepy saying the name of the song, but it was funny. He wrote it in the saddest key of D minor. Anyway, if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. And if you haven't, go watch Spinal Tap. Come on.
That's a cool. I mean, that sounds cool. You're gonna have to send me a link because I'm not exactly familiar with what you're talking about. But yeah, and we got Michael Jackson for sure behind her on the leftmost. But then who's on the second left? And
I didn't want to start going from left to right because then I would get the second person wrong, and I feel like I definitely should know who that is. Probably.
I don't know. It's a tough one. Yeah. So Nia, if you see this, you gotta let us know who these musical dudes are back here and why you like them. Are they, does she have them up there, their pictures up there because they're like an inspiration to her, or does she have them up there because she doesn't like them and it gets her angry and ready to take on some guitar projects?
It's definitely like an interesting mix up there for sure.
Yeah, let us know in the comments. But this is awesome. Nia is absolutely licensed to kill. She's our 006
Absolutely, License to Kill. I will back that decision. Yeah,
It's a
I mean, we only let the
006.
best come through to License Day or whatever this is called. So yeah, great job. She wore the suit. She did her video in seemingly one take, which is awesome and very hard to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
So-
And she's the one advertising guitar lessons. Certainly, the person who is able to one take it. That's the one I'd be taking guitar lessons from.
There you go. Yeah, a lot of cool decisions. Yeah, I thought it was super interesting. The first thumb pick of the day still just arranged around that baseline thing. It kind of worked better anyway because having the thumb available for those low basses was really cool. Yeah, I don't know, lots of good stuff going on. I really like ending with the chord up high.
All right. Do we have a 007 to make this a perfect, episode? Perfect 007 episode?
All right. So now we have Ramon Concepcion. So yeah, let's check this out. So this is a classic bedroom setup here. Very nice.
The painting is very classic for my high school
Picasso.
guitar teacher had that.
That's like the Picasso, right? The old man and the guitar. It just looks
I'm looking this up.
He's in so much pain. I don't know what the name is, but I think it's Picasso. Tell me I'm wrong. I'll leave it in the podcast.
You're right. It's called The Old Guitarist. It's painted in 1903 by Pablo Picasso.
Yeah, you can get that image on like everything. It's so iconic though. I mean, I think every guitarist feels that way, like after lots of practicing, just striking that pose.
Yes, and it says that apparently Picasso, his close friend had died tragically, and during this time he was sympathetic to the plight of the downtrodden, and he painted a lot of depictions of poor and sick people and people not like generally welcome in society, struggling and stuff. So it only makes sense that a guitarist would be included in. You would have to be ill to consider playing this instrument. In fact, you'd have to be the illest.
But that's like a good thing, right? All right. Well, anyway.
Also, check it out. He's got a poster of me, Tommy, up there in the corner of his wall there. He's a big fan of the podcast.
Oh my gosh. Do people call you Tommy ever? I've never heard that.
No, only like a really weird high school teacher called me Tommy once.
Thomas is like way too serious to get called Tommy. I don't know. I could never.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. No, I don't know. When I was a kid, I always used to tell people, I used to get mad at people if they would not call me Thomas. It would be like they were not calling me my name or something. So yeah, I've never been much of a Tom or a Tommy. Right.
That always
For
happens
shame.
to me. That always happens to me with Anthony. People always want to call me Anthony.
Why do I call it? Is that really your full name? Is Anthony?
No, my name is actually just Tony, but I guess that's weird. And like most Tonys are like Antonio or Anthony or something.
Is that true? Show us your real birth certificate on the camera, just to let the audience know what your real name is, Tony.
Now, I can't see, but is he actually holding a guitar pick? This looks like the
this
first
one's hybrid picked.
Hybrid picking one of the day. Which is actually the closest to the original technique-wise. one take video. That gap was crazy. He was like playing the guitar pick on the 6th string and then the 1st string with his middle finger.
Yeah, and yet again, just another. You think after hearing 6 different versions of the same exact, minute, 2 minute song, that they would all sound the same, but this one does sound different. It does have its own characteristics. It's the only one that's hybrid picked, where they're playing with both the pick and the fingers at the same time. So yeah, it just blows my mind how diverse you can get in such a niche subject of fingerstyle acoustic guitar arranging.
Yeah. During the I don't know what you want to call it, the jazzier section that people have been playing, that everybody seems to have a very different approach to the whole piece. And particularly that section, I feel like in this one, he was doing a lot of like call and response, like playing a bass line and then playing a melody like back and forth really quick and adding ornaments to them and making them more full. Whereas a lot of other people were playing them simultaneously and having to cut things out of each one. This was kind of like going back and forth between the two instead of like playing them at the same time,
Absolutely.
So definitely like a very different approach to that section.
Yeah, and another thing too is this guy has a very cluttered room, which if you're a guitarist, you'll know is actually very good. If you ever go to somebody's house and they say they play guitar and their house is very neat and organized, you can't trust them. Leave. Run out the door.
I've never heard this before. By the way, Thomas's room looks immaculate. So do not trust Thomas.
That's not true.
If you did like a pan, would it just all of a sudden look horrible?
No, everything would be immaculate except for my desk and bookshelf. Everything would be 100% perfect except for the desk and bookshelf and the old lady's piano over here. It's got lots of papers everywhere and things. Any good musician, their workstation should look active. If it doesn't, then well, they're not working. They're not doing anything.
I've been keeping all my music on my iPad lately, and somehow I still manage to have a giant stack of cluttered paper next to me at all times. I don't know how that happens, but
it is so true. It is so true.
I cannot escape from that situation.
Yeah, it's crazy, Sometimes I gotta have like multiple scores and multiple devices going just to get one song worked on. So yeah, you can imagine with multiple projects, things get a little cluttered in here at times, but keep it back, keep it together for when the students come over and stuff. So it's not like papers all over the floor, and I've written on the walls like different things in Sharpie and stuff. Like I'm doing equations. It has no relevance to music at all.
They're just like, what? Pepe Sylvia. There is no Carol in HR. Carol in HR.
That's what it's written on my. That's what's written on my walls over and over. There is no Karen in HR. There is no Karen in HR. There's no Karen in HR. Yeah, if the room doesn't look like that, then you can't trust that musician.
You heard it here first. All right. I'm assuming that all these other people, I mean, the room's all black. Well, they're using that as a technique to hide all their clutter. Or I've very carefully calculated the 2 square feet of my room that looks immaculate for this podcast. So it can be done, you just got to find a corner of the room.
If Tony picked up his camera and he turned it right now, all you would see is a sea of empty sparkling water bottles everywhere, all over the room. Sparkling water bottles as far as you can see, but all empty.
That's true. I got a big recycling game plan. I'm gonna make this money.
Yeah, no, all these people are wearing watches, which again, I don't understand how they can play with watches. But my question is, if we see these people in public, do we need to refer to them by their agent numbers? Like if we see this guy, do we have to be like, oh, hey, agent 007? Or if we see Nia in public, hey there, agent 006?
So it's 00, first of all. Okay. These are not zeros according to Wikipedia. These are actually the letter O and 00. But no, like in the movies, James Bond goes by Bond James Bond. I think that we would blow their cover if we were to say that they are an agent, So actually, anybody wants
keep it on the DL.
Keep it on the DL.
Keep it to yourself.
In fact, if you go up to one of these people in public and say, hey, 006, 007, whatever, they might use their license to kill to silence you and your loved ones that are with you at the time. I'm leaving that in. I'm believing that in the podcast. This is
It's getting so intense.
Your lives are in danger. Guitar arranging is very serious.
Do not talk about this podcast episode. Do not share. This is the part of the podcast where we'd like to remind you to not comment, or share, or subscribe. Well, I guess you can subscribe, but don't comment, or share. Keep it a secret. That would help us out lot.
We're really going to trick the YouTube algorithm on this one. So please help us out and do absolutely nothing. Do we actually officially say that this is 007 yet? I don't know. License to Kill approved, if we didn't already say that. I forget. We've been rambling about the bedroom the whole time, but 007, congratulations.
He's the 007.
Very nice
He's
work.
Got so many stands in that room. Put those stands somewhere else.
Let's wrap this one up. But anyway, great job, 007. All right.
Thanks for sticking around to the end. If you like what you saw, please leave us a like and subscribe. Let us know in the comments if you have a favorite arrangement from today's episode or if we missed one.
We want to give a big thank you to all the guitarists we talked about in this video, who are all agents now, 00 agents.
Certified.
Be sure to check their videos out. You can find the links in the description below. One more thing, please help us out and leave a comment. Well, I don't know. We just said not to, but whatever. If you want to talk, leave a comment or subscribe below. It's always
secretly leave a comment.
And for those of you who don't know, there is a Facebook group called the Guitar Arrangers Collective that we encourage all guitar arrangers to join. Good resources, great place to post your own videos, post your own scores, and check out other people's arrangements if you're looking to pick up more rep to play. Anyway, check that out. Cool. Thanks. See ya.